Welcome back to Social Club. We're going to talk a little bit of Everton, because Ped's here, and that's what you do.
Always.
Frank de Boer being linked with the yet-to-be vacant managerial position at Everton.
Soon to be vacant, because if he's not, I'll have here like Baz's.
Is he the...
Hang on a sec. You're not Mike Dunn. You're not Mike Dunn. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, everyone loves the Ravanelli look anyway. Anyway, if you're wondering why we're on tour for this week at Facebook, so we're going to talk, as I say, Frank de Boer. Is he the kind of... Is he who you'd want? Is that the kind of managerial profile?
I think that's the kind of manager we've been talking about for a while. I know we've done little things about Mourinho and things like that, and people have thought of him getting carried away. But I think this is the level of the kind of manager you want. So the next up and coming manager who's won stuff as a player and has won stuff as a manager. I know they've just missed out on the Dutch Championship against PSV over the weekend, but he's definitely the calibre. And also, if he came and he could bring some of those backroom staff with him, I mean, imagine Jaap Stam looking after your defenders. Imagine Dennis Bergkamp looking after your strikers. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think any of those would come. Maybe his brother would come with him. The Ajax way is normally they stay, and they've got a great system for the managerial and coaches thing. But he is definitely the kind of man I would love to see. And it's come from his agent's mouth that he'd like to come to a club like Everton. Now, maybe he's looking after and trying to get a good contract because he thinks Everton are going to pay well, which they do actually pay well for managers. But it's nice to be linked with people like him, rather than people like Martin O'Neill.
He's exactly what we're saying. I think for a club of Everton's prestige, we've been saying this for weeks. Like, look, the Rodgers experiment with Liverpool failed. You got a young guy in who had the right ideas, the right way of playing football, but he's learning on the job at a big club. Martinez, I think similar. I think they've tried it. It's not worked out. Everton need to go and get, for me anyway, Robbie, I think they need to go and get a guy who's not been there and done everything, but he's got that experience. He brings into the squad, and they go, well, why are we doing it your way, boss? He's like, well, because I've won European Cups, I've won 5 league titles, I've won this and that. I think someone
as a player. As a player, but he has not actually won anything yet as a manager.
Has he not won the
He won four in a row.
And he's managed.
He won 4 Dutch
leagues. He's managed in the Champions League. And Robbie, let's be realistic about where Everton are. You would look at it and think he's the kind of manager now that a lot of European clubs will be looking at now. Okay, maybe not your top echelon, but just below that, which I still consider Everton.
And he's a big name, he'll attract players.
And he doesn't go to Everton, he'll go to a big club looking to get into the Champions League. He's been linked with Valencia, big club there with good traditions, and that's the kind of place he'll go. So Everton have got to be quick to snap someone like.
But I think there's someone better for you guys, right? Go on. And it's a bit controversial.
It's not.
But if Newcastle go down, Rafa Benitez will be perfect. His family lives on Merseyside, right? He's a quality manager. He's won things. He's won Champions League. He's got Premier League experience. He would be. Listen, if you put aside the rivalry. Right. If you put aside the rivalry, right? We're not talking about it, right?
Could you put it aside?
It's just getting
no, but listen, you know what?
If you knew, honest question, if you knew your club were linked with a manager and his first love was Tottenham, could you have him as a manager? Thinking about all the things that could be thrown in the face.
Could you have Tim Sherwood in charge of you?
Exactly. Tim Sherwood's hopeless. But then think about it in this way though. If maybe if it had been a long time since I've won anything, and I know that this guy's going to come in and bring success, you'd have to think about it.
I don't know he can bring success. Because I think Benitez is on the downward spiral. Look at Real Madrid.
I don't know.
Look at Real Madrid.
He's managed at a very high level. You know, as he said.
I don't know why you would possibly want to get Benitez ahead of De Boer.
No, I'm just saying.
Why would you?
Huh?
Why, shut up. Why would you go for a man like Benitez ahead of De Boer?
Because look at his CV. You know what I mean,
So,
he's got the credentials.
So you're just going by
Real Madrid wouldn't have hired Benitez if he wasn't a good manager.
I get it. He's not the fit for Everton. It'd be mental. You talk about fraction of fan base.
Before you even
Head to be on
start.
here a year from now talking about the heel and Goodison, wouldn't he? Like, you know what I mean?
But
No, but look, he would be the best manager on the market this summer. You know, apart from after Mourinho, pretty much.
just don't believe that.
He's won a European Cup, he's won 2 UEFA Cups, he's won 2 La Liga titles, he's won the FA Cup, he's won the International Super, whatever it's called.
I agree with all that, but I still don't think...
The World Club Cup.
I think for a club like Everton, you need a manager who's going to bring a lot of energy to the club, and I just don't think he's got that. I think he's got a certain way, and I think he can...
If he hadn't managed at Liverpool, he would be the perfect manager.
You're spot on, but the problem is, the minute he walks in, he already splits the fan base in half, and anytime something happens, you're going to get... You're going to get Agent Benitez and all that, aren't you? That's what you're going to get the minute that starts, and it's just not the fit. It's just not the right fit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, okay then. Let us know in the first part which manager you think would be a perfect fit for Everton Football Club. Is it Frank de Boer? Let us know and subscribe to the Ball City YouTube channel.